Happy Thursday, guys, and happy 4th of July to all my friends south of the border. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and thanks for hanging out with us on today's drop. What's up, guys? Travis here from Taco Bros. Thank you for hanging out with us on this amazing Thursday. If you guys are in the United States of America, happy 4th of July to you guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend this weekend for the American Independence Day. And if you're Canadian, happy Canada Day to you last weekend. I know I had a great weekend. This weekend is St. Lawrence River opener for Canada. So the US side has been open for a couple weeks now. We stay closed for an extra couple weeks to kind of allow the fish to get through the spawning phase. It's kind of the trade-off for us having that really cool early season where we can go out until, you know, the first Saturday in May. We lose a couple weeks in the summertime, but it's worth it. We get to catch those giants. We get to go fishing a little bit early. And if we really want, we can just go over to the US side and fish. Yeah. Again, happy 4th of July to all you guys. Hope you guys are going to be safe this weekend. Get out, get some fishing in, and hopefully we can set things off in the right way here together. I have a really, really cool week for you guys. There is a ton of awesome product that we're going to release today. We're going to get things rolling here with iCast season. So, you know, some of this product was iCast already, but going into the next couple of weeks, we're going to see a huge influx of new products from some of the amazing manufacturers that we carry, like Daiwa, Shimano, St. Croix. Yeah, it should be a pretty good month or so. Okay, let's just start off hot. I think that's what we do this week. We are going to start off by bringing you the newest Respect Series offering from Megabass SK. So if you are a Megabass fan like we are here, you guys will be very excited about this one. SK is one of the best clear water colors that Megabass has ever come out with. There's also something really cool about this one. It is going to be available in some never before available baits with Respect. So generally we're going to get a Vision 110, we're going to get a Popmax, and then we're going to get, you know, 8 to 10 additional baits with that, you know, some crankbaits, some topwater baits. This month, Megabass has decided to do a bunch of additional sizes in the 110 lineup. So the one I'm holding here is the Vision 110 plus one. I don't ever recall seeing this on Respect. I'm pretty sure this is the first time they've ever done this. SK is a really, really cool color from Megabass. It is designed to, you know, be less intimidating to those pressured fish. As you can see, it is a completely transparent bait. It's going to have the bone type color that you'll see on a leggy bone or a couple of the other Respect series that they do. It's going to have a sort of orange chin, and then it's going to have this little indicator dot on the back in orange as well. Another cool thing with SK that they've done on the Vision 110s, most of the Vision 110s are stamped on the back with Yuki Ito's signature. This one is actually going to be stamped on the belly, which I thought was pretty cool. Something unique that they've decided to do here, obviously to keep it out of the very little bit of paint that they have on here. I'll run through all the baits here for you guys really quickly. This is not going to be one that's going to last very long, and there's a couple baits in here that I would assume would already be gone if you've made it to this point in the video. So we'll start right here. This is going to be the Vision 110 plus one. So that's a great one right there. I'm just going to run through the regular stuff. So we're going to have it in a Vision 110. That looks great in that. We're going to have the plus one Junior. We're going to have it in a Vision 110 Junior, obviously available in a Popmax. That looks really, really great in that one, actually. I like that. Megabass, so something unique. Not one that I would have guessed I would see it in with this guy, but a really cool one nonetheless. We're going to have the Baby Popmax. This has been extremely popular for us in the shop for all of you BFS guys. Probably become the #1 BFS topwater bait for us. We're also going to have it in the Pop-X, so classic guy right there. We're also going to see it in the Over Rev Crank. This is just a really cool wake bait from Megabass that doesn't always come around too much. It seems to be out of stock every time I get a look at it, and I get a ton of questions about them. We're going to have it in the X80 Junior, the Dog X Speed Slide, Giant Dog X, and then last but not least, the Karashi. So this is one of the ones that's probably already gone. Karashi has been impossible for us to get It seems like lately a lot of the cool stuff's been really tough to get. This looks phenomenal on Karashi, so I hope a couple of you guys get this. We didn't get very many. I ordered a lot, got a little. Typical respect stuff. So those are now available for all of you guys. I figured we start out pretty hot off the top and go with what most of you guys have probably been waiting for from this drop. So all of that is now available in the Respect Series SK from Megabass. Okay, so this year Megabass has kind of really put a focus on expanding their trout lineup with the growth of trout fishing throughout North America. They've done a really good job at creating some of the most used and sought after baits in their great hunting lineup, as well as expanding their rod lines to kind of have a little bit of everything and be sort of a full service trout brand for you guys. And in my opinion, they've done an amazing job. Their baits, colors, sizing, everything has been spot on up to this point, and they're continuing that with the Batafry series in the great hunting lineup in the 44 size and the 52 size. So the Batafry is an interesting one. This is an ultra slim profiled little twitch bait, I'll say. They're going to be fishing this in fast breaking current seams. So, you know, throwing it into that fast moving water. They've actually tuned this with tungsten weights so they could keep the size profile down, which is going to allow it to have still a very fast drop in fast moving water. So this is the 52 size. This is going to spec out at 8.5 grams in this little 52 millimeter compact size. And then the 44 size is going to be 6.1 grams. So they've managed to keep the weight fairly heavy in this little compact profile. Most guys are either kind of letting it have a flutter fall and then lifting it back up, or they're kind of letting it sink down, twitching it back to them, or giving it a fast crank. This has been a really, really cool one to watch a bunch of videos on. I haven't had the chance to fish it yet, but I'm really looking forward to trying this guy out. Right now, only available in 4 colors. So the one I've been holding in my hand is going to be LZ Brook Trout. It's a really beautiful one. And then we're going to have Lime Chartreuse Tiger, DD Cherry Butterfly, and then Purple Back Halation. So 4 really cool trout catching colors available in both sizes. Definitely check this one out if you are a trout fisherman, or if you're just a BFS fisherman. These are going to work great in a BFS setting. Again, Megabass has an amazing line of great hunting products. We've actually expanded on that over the last couple restocks that we've done, so check those out as well. I think they make some of the best trout products in the game right now, and I mean, it's Megabass. How do you beat that? You know what I mean? Also in from Megabass, we're going to see a massive restock in everything topwater. So every color Popmax is back in stock. This is one of our most popular topwater poppers. The Big Gabot, so that upsized big frog, is back in from Megabass. Pop-X, downsized little popper. Jamaica Boa, their amazing buzzbait with those really long trailer skirts. This is a really, really good buzzbait. If you guys haven't thrown this yet, something to definitely look at. The giant Dog X's, the Dog X Diamantes, like everything topwater Megabass is finally back in stock. And then additionally to that, we did a huge restock on all of the Deep-X series and the Deep-6. So 100s, 200s, 300s, and Deep-6 are all back in stock. I literally think we have every single core color back in stock. There's also a bunch of, you know, one-off colors in there as well. So, you know, some are old Respect series colors, others are, you know, one-time limited run of the Deep-6s or what have you. So definitely check those out if you're a crankbait guy. Very happy to get those back in. Check that out from Megabass. All right, Ash, if I asked you what you think our #1 selling rod in the store is this year, what would you think? If you just guessed. Not rod series, rod. Singular rod.
821 DSR.
821 DSR. You'd be wrong.
822 DSR.
You'd be wrong.
They don't make that rod, so I would be wrong.
Well, they don't make an 821 DSR. They actually make an 821 NRR, but I was just going to let it fly. They make an 822 DSR, which if you guys are, you know, I actually have a question for these guys. If you have, I get tons and tons and tons of questions about NRX Plus numbers and codes. If you guys want to see a video on NRX Plus numbers and codes, please leave a comment down in the description. It's something that I'd like to do, something I'm very familiar with. We've been fishing NRXs up here for, I can't even tell you how long. It was my very first ultra high-end rod. There are rods in that lineup that will never leave my box ever, no matter what. If you have any questions about NRXs or any high-end rods in particular, let me know. If you're curious about the codes, we'd love to shoot a video for you guys, just kind of breaking things down. NRR, JWR, DSR, MB, there's a million of them. I'd love to do that for you. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But this year, our #1 selling rod SKU, single SKU, has been the Megabass Flissa. So we finally have Flissas back in stock, which is awesome to see. The entire P5 lineup has been fully restocked. I don't think we have anything out of stock for the first time in so long. So if you've been looking for a Flissa, definitely check this out. The Flissa is that kind of amazing small swim bait, excellent spy bait rod. That new 70 size spy bait really excels on this guy. We also use this for hair jigs. When we did my top 5 P5 rods, this was my #1. Hasn't gone anywhere, will remain there. This is a must-have Megabass rod in my opinion, so check this out. Orochis have been restocked. I think almost everything, as well as Levantes, have been fully restocked for you guys. If you've been looking for any of the Megabass rods, we should have almost everything back in stock. Also, we've seen a big restock in the spinnings. Also, we see a big restock in the new Orochi X10s. So we were out of stock on some of these spinning models. Those have all come back in. So check out that new Orochi line. It's really special. A lot of really cool double built-in actions on that stuff. So again, any questions about them, let me know. Check those out from Megabass. So last week we had a sort of a shock restock on Great Lakes Finesse stuff on the Friday, which is unusual for us. We usually keep everything for Thursdays, but it was sort of, it came in, you know, right after we had dropped the video on Thursday. And I wanted to make sure that if you guys were going out on the weekend and you were looking for some tubes, we had those. So I just wanted to touch base quickly on that. We're gonna have 5, ooh, whoa. Right now we're gonna have 5 colors in the Juvy Craw back in stock. So we're gonna have green pumpkin, red flake, black blue flake, green pumpkin, and then we are also going to have green pumpkin with the orange belly back in stock. These have been some of the hottest products of the year. We finally have decent stock on them, I would say. So if you've been looking for anything Juvy Craw, those are all back in. And then to go with the Juvy Craws, we finally have all of the mini tube heads back in stock. So the 1/2 ounce, the 1/8 ounce, the 1/4 ounce, and then the one that everybody seems to be after is the 3/8. Those are all back in stock finally from Great Lakes Finesse, so definitely check those out. And speaking of Great Lakes Finesse, I'm hoping to have a big week for you guys in some new products from them next week. So the drop next week, you're definitely not going to want to miss out. We spent some time with Dan going over all of the new product maybe a week or so ago. We shot a video for you guys, which will be releasing in conjunction with the new product coming out. So definitely check out that next week on the drop and watch out for that video of us breaking down the new product from Great Lakes Finesse. It's gonna be a really cool one. Okay, so we're gonna move over to Geecrack, and then we're gonna move into Q-Bombs. So we have Q-Bombs back in stock in 2 colors. We're gonna have green pumpkin and brown white. You guys have been asking me profusely for when these guys are gonna come back in. I would say these are the 2 most popular colors. We're gonna have them in the 1 inch, and we're also gonna have them in the 1.2 inch in these 2 colors. If you're not familiar with the Q-Bomb, I'll pop one open here for you guys. This is Geecrack's take on the fuzzy dice style bait. So Geecrack has basically made instead of a fuzzy dice, it's a fuzzy ball. It feels very durable. I believe it's elastomer type material. The biggest difference with this one, I'm gonna say, is gonna be the length of the strands. So with the other dice style baits, the strands are much shorter, a little bit more tame. With this one, they kind of left them really long, so you can make your own interpretation of how you want to fish this, if you want to trim them down, if you want to keep them long. If you keep them long, it's going to kind of have a long flowing trail as you bring it towards you. I find that if you trim it down, they quiver a lot better, so that's something to consider when you're doing this. They're going to come 4 to a pack, be it in 1 inch or 1.2. which is, I think, pretty standard for the dice style baits. They're going to have their salt amino flavoring, so that is their kind of signature scent that goes into all of their products. Available right now in 2 different sizes. These will just, it's raining heavy here. These will just keep coming down like the rain is, and we'll keep bringing them to you guys as they become available. But right now, like I said, green pumpkin and then kind of this brown white have been the 2 most requested colors, and we see both of them back in stock this week from Geecrack. So definitely get your hands on these if you've been waiting for them. And then additionally from Geecrack, we shot a video on this product earlier in the week. We released to you guys just to kind of showcase it before we brought it out, because a lot of people seem to ask me when there is elastomer product and then there is a non-elastomer version why both are needed, and I just kind of wanted to explain to you guys and break down the reasons why sometimes companies make both, and Geecrack just kind of gave me that opportunity. So this is the Geecrack Elastomer Bellows stick. This one in my hand particular is in the 3.8 inch. We're also going to have Elastomer Bellows Gills, and then we're also going to have it in the 2.8 inch in the Bellows stick. So I'm not going to go into great detail with this. I just shot a whole video. If you want any information in elastomer products in general, if you want information on Geecrack, if you want information on how to fish these, there's even some tank footage that we shot for you guys just explaining the difference between their standard SAF material and then their elastomer material. Go check out the video that we released on Tuesday. All the information you're going to need is going to be in there. Check these out from Geecrack, available now. Well, supplies last. So additionally from Geecrack, we're going to have a huge restock across the board. So that's going to be everything Bellows. So we're going to have all the 2.8 inch Bellows back in stock. We're going to have all the 3.8 inch Bellows back in stock. We actually have a new color of Bellows in the shop this week. It's going to be Smoky Shad. So this is going to be number 295 in the 3.8 inch. All the 5.8s are back in stock. Bug Pea is back in stock. A little Bug Pea, actually. We are going to have all of the Bellows Shads are going to be back in stock. So this is that super popular jig / chatterbait trailer. You can also flip these by themselves, but I really think that's where these excel, is as kind of like a trailer for something with a little bit of skirting material. Every color of those is back in stock, from AJ's Juice down to the whites. And then something that we don't actually see very often is finally back in from Geecrack, and that is going to be the Stealth series of wire bait. This is going to be the Alabama rig that Geecrack offers. So it's going to be available in a 5-arm and a 7-arm. They're both going to come with blades on them, and then in addition to these, we are also going to have the Stealth weighted blades. So we're going to have the 1 gram and 2 gram available. We've had these for a while, but these now become applicable again because these guys are back in stock. So if you've been waiting for arguably what's our most popular, I don't know, Alabama rig to be back in stock, these are finally back in from Geecrack. So really excited to see these guys back for you. Okay, so this week we are going to see a huge restock on probably our, I would say, this is easily our most popular accessory brand in from Bubba. So Bubba, if you're not familiar with it, they're kind of made famous from their knives. So their electric fillet knives, their tapered flex knives, their folding knives. Those are all probably the best knives in the fishing industry right now. They also make a bunch of amazing boating accessories such as pliers, shears, line nippers, and all of that is back in stock. Now, last year at ICAST, they actually released these amazing scales. So the Pro Scale and the Smart Scale. These were one of the most popular things that I was asked about prior to getting them from ICAST, and we have both of them back in stock finally. The Smart Scale in particular has been out of stock for, I don't know, 5 months now. So if you guys have been looking for the ultimate scale, this is fairly inexpensive. Do you know how much it is? 134 Canadian, so probably like $100 US, somewhere in there. This is one of the most accurate, one of the most ergonomically pleasing scales to use. If you're looking for one that you can just literally beat the shit out of and throw in your live wells like Ashton used to do to my old Rapala ones, it's going to be completely 100% waterproof. you are going to want to go with the Bubba Smart Fish Scale. So that's the regular one, the one that's around 150 bucks or 130 bucks, sorry. And then if you're big dickin' and you have a bunch of buddies that you like to fish against and you guys like to have little derbies and little chirp offs like we do, go for the Pro Series. So this is not going to be 100% waterproof. It's going to be water resistant. So you're going to want to keep it in this hard case that it comes in. This one has an app that you can connect it to. So while you're weighing your fish, say you're competing against, 3 or 4 other buddies, you catch a 5-pounder, it notifies all of them, they go into scramble mode, you get right in their head, they can't catch another fish for the whole day, you ride off into the sunset with all their money. This is gonna be the one for that. It's also gonna help you if you're like me and you forget to drop waypoints when you catch a fish. The second you actually weigh a fish on this scale, it's gonna drop a waypoint into your app for you to go back and look at a later time. It also gives you weather details, the temperature, the wind directions, all that in the app as you weigh a fish, which is, I don't know how they did it. It's one of the coolest scales I've ever used. Has a self-locking feature. It tells you what to call. It's amazing. So if you're looking for the most badass possible scale you can get that is not completely waterproof, keep that in mind. I've had mine for over a year now, no problems. So it's definitely water resistant, but don't put this in your live well, please. This is number one. And then if you're just looking for, a really good workhorse, do everything type of scale, your Rapala one's coming to an end and you want to upgrade to the latest and greatest, this Bubba Smart Fish Scale is phenomenal. You're not going to be disappointed with it. It's very accurate. It's very user-friendly. Tons of cool features with this one as well, but check these out from Bubba. Also, for you guys that already have the scale, I've brought in some of the rechargeable batteries for the Smart Fishing Scales. These do recharge, and they also do come with a pack to put in AA batteries, I believe. If you wanted to get a secondary charging battery, or you lose yours for whatever reason, or drops in the water, whatever it may be, I've brought in some additional of the recharging batteries. Check these out from Bubba. Additionally, from Bubba, we decided to bring in their 8-piece culling indicator set. So this is going to be a culling beam, which is also going to hold all of your culling balls on the beam. So you can see there in the photo. This is going to be in accordance to what is on your actual screen. It works with both of them very well. Like I said, comes with the beam already, so if you're beaming fish, instead of weighing every single one, you can get through them pretty quickly. And that also acts and doubles as a storage for your indicator kit. So check this one out from Bubba. It's a really cool one. A bunch of the guys that work here, we all kind of, when new stuff comes in, everybody hovers over to the boxes. We kind of rip everything apart. Everybody gets excited about something. And last time we got a Bubba shipment in, all the guys were gawking over this Bubba tethered line nipper. This is probably the most premium. If you've ever seen those little boomerang tools, this is just one of those on steroids. This thing is phenomenal. It cuts through things amazingly. It has a great locking mechanism. It actually has a poker for to pop out your eyelets. If you have like a cheap jig head or something like that that's got painted over, and it's not like Great Lakes Finesse where they taped it up, you're gonna need this guy because you're gonna have to pop that paint out. This is just a phenomenal, high-end, wicked little line nipper that everybody should have. It's expensive, it's pricey, but this is one of those things where I really think you get what you pay for. It's gonna last you for a long time. Bubba just makes great products, especially in the cutting section of stuff I found. Like, there's small shears. I have 2 pairs on my boat. I've had the 1 pair for like several years at this point. It works the exact same as the new set that I put on my boat this year. So check those out from Bubba. Also back in from Bubba, we're gonna see a huge restock on the hook extractors. So we're gonna have the 12-inch and the 6-inch back in stock. Musky guys, this is you. 12-inch, you need the big guy. That's pretty standard stuff. Everybody else, 6-inch is gonna work great for you. This is just for if you kind of get them a little bit too far back. There's a little mechanism that pops the hook out. Musky guys, you already know the deal. You guys all have these, so check these out from Bubba. Okay, so we're gonna try to do another box here. This is gonna be the Voyager gearbox from Bubba. So this is essentially going to be a waterproof, it's not a cooler, so don't grab this thinking it's a cooler. This is a storage box for your gear slash fish filleting station. So if you are a bank fisherman, this is gonna be good for you. You're gonna have the seat on top, which is also going to double as a, I don't know if I can get this out. Oh, they're just kind of chilling. Anyways, up here, you're gonna have your cutting board for your fish fillet station. You're also gonna have 2 rod holders that are gonna come with it, as well as 2 drink holders that are going to come with it. It's going to come with a divider here. It's also going to come with a shorter divider down there. So there's 2 areas for dividers to go in, and then it's going to come with this little bit of a tray for you to put some of your stuff in there. If you fish a lot from shore, this would be a cool one to just bring with you. You can sit on it. It'll hold all your stuff. If you're a kayak guy, maybe something to consider putting in the kayak, or if you're just going camping, this would be a really cool one. Probably not great for a boat. It's not going to be great to bring drinks in because it's not a cooler, but just another cool product from Bubba for you to consider. So check this one out. All right, guys, so that is going to be a wrap on today's drop. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. We're growing very rapidly, and that is all thanks to you guys for liking and sharing our content. Make sure that you drop a subscription to our channel. It really helps us out with the algorithm for us to grow so we can keep making amazing videos for you guys. We have a lot of on the water stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks with the St. Lawrence River coming up. I also have a very special guest coming down to go fishing with us for a couple days, and the boys' trips are just getting started. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the page, drop a comment, any questions you guys have. And if any of you muskie guys made it to this point and you'd like to see a special edition of the drop for strictly muskie stuff that's coming back in, we could probably drop that on a random day of the week. But other than that, I will see you guys on Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully we'll see you guys on the water.